Hello everyone and welcome to the Sims lore. Today, we're exploring the Beaker family. This is a really messed up one, as you all probably know. The Beakers run crazy experiments on nervous subject, Olive Specter's son. I have a video on the Specter family as well. If you haven't already seen it, I'll link it down below. Now let's get on to the Beakers. The household is made up of Loki and Cersei Beaker and their lab rat, Nervous Subject. Their bio reads, "What experiments are the highly secretive and less than neighborly Loki and Cersei Beaker performing on poor Nervous Subject? Will this secrecy affect Cersei's career ambitions?" As stated in their bio, they run experiments on Nervous Subject. In their house, they have a cellar-type room where he sleeps. He has a bed and a couple of entertainment items as well, such as a computer and a stereo, so that's not too bad. But then around his room, one floor up, there's all these machines, which are all career rewards, but are used to torture Nervous. When you first play the household, a prompt comes up that lets you know Cersei really wants a promotion. It's mentioned in their bio that all the secrecy of testing on Nervous might affect her career, which is funny because whenever I start playing with this household, I always end up making them torture Nervous, and almost always Cersei misses her carpool to work. So let's take a closer look at this horrible duo. We'll start with Loki. His bio reads, "As soon as he perfects his latest invention, Loki is sure to get the recognition he knows he deserves. In the meantime, he keeps himself busy by trying to assemble a nuclear reactor out of common household items." Loki appears first on the timeline in The Sims 3 as a child. He lives in Aurora Skies with his mother Gundrun, his father Bjorn, and his younger sister Erin, who is part of the singles household in Strangetown. Their family bio reads, "The Beaker family lives for friendly science in a friendly society. Gundrun and Bjorn were the leading minds in some of the cutting-edge geotechnology that made the town what it is today. Now with two young children in tow, they're thinking that perhaps it's time to take their love of science to another town. Maybe someplace a little stranger?" As a child in The Sims 3, Loki is not as creepy and weird as his adult self from The Sims 2. Even though he's a child, he has maxed out the writing skill. However, in The Sims 2, he has a low creativity skill, and that's connected to writing, which makes me think that perhaps he lost interest or was forced to focus on science. Loki is incredibly neat, slightly more outgoing than shy, he's really mean and serious, and he's fairly active. His personality is almost identical to Cersei's, except he's less active and more outgoing than her. From his memories, we know that as a teenager, he lost a fight to Buzz Grunt and fought Vidcund Curious as well, but many speculate Loki won that one. He is enemies with Pascal Curious, and considered an enemy by Vidcund, who actually used to date his wife Cersei when they were all teens. In The Sims 2 for PSP, Loki is a mad scientist who kidnapped the garbage man, Jimmy Branco, as Nervous Subject had died and he needed a new guinea pig. He also finds out his wife is having an affair with Dr. Newlow. Let's have a look at Cersei. Her bio reads, "Cersei knows 238 different ways to make someone scream, and none of them are nice. She enjoys taxidermy and collecting coat hangers. She has only one memory of learning toddler skills, which is strange because most pre-made Sims have all skills learned. She only has one memory of her father, which is his death, so there's speculations that he wasn't present in her life. As a teen, she dated Vidcund, but later broke up with him. She then rejected Pascal's advances for a kiss, and that's when the hatred and rivalry started between the Beakers and Curiouses." Now on to Nervous Subject. Before we get into his story, there's something really creepy you guys should know. The Nervous Subject Olive Specter remembers giving birth to is not the same sim as the playable Nervous in the Beaker household. There is a hidden sim in the game files that is the Nervous Subject mentioned throughout the storyline, but the playable Nervous is a completely different sim who doesn't have any memories of Olive or Ophelia, and only has an acquaintance relationship with Olive. This is so creepy. I don't understand why there's two of Nervous Subject. Are they brothers? Are they supposed to be the same person in game? Even if they were, they look completely different. It might be just for storyline purposes, but it seems counterproductive to create a completely different looking Nervous. Why not make them the same if it was too hard to tell the story without in-game glitches or discrepancies? What do you guys think? Do you think it was a development decision to be able to make the storyline easier, or do you think there's something creepier going on? Nervous first appears on the timeline in The Sims 3 as a toddler. He lives with Olive Spectre in Midnight Hollow, a downloadable neighborhood that can be bought in the store. His bio reads, "This gentleman is living the good life, in a place where being himself is all there is." He is next seen as an adult, living with the Beakers in The Sims 2. He doesn't like Loki very much, but he gets along with Cersei a little better. Nervous's bio reads, "His hobbies include twitching and blinking a lot." If you show his gender preferences using the cheat testing cheats enabled true, you can see that he has a dislike for women, but as a player this can be changed to fit whatever storyline you want to create. Have you guys ever changed his preference? I always leave it as it is and have him run away with a male sim. Nervous is friends with Pascal Curious, but has no other friends, only acquaintances, including Laszlo Curious and his mother Olive Spectre. Maybe we can fill in the gaps slightly for his storyline looking at The Sims 2 for PSP. As mentioned earlier, Nervous is dead, leaving Loki to find a new guinea pig, Jimmy Branco, the missing garbage man. Nervous is a restless ghost in Bella's mansion, Espiritu Estate. As the player, you are told by Emily Emery that Nervous was in desperate need for some cash and signed up to be Loki and Cersei's lab rat for their experiments, but was killed by one of Loki's machines. We also know that he once had a girlfriend, Annie Howell, but she is unaware of his death and thinks Nervous just left her. Alright guys, I'm going to end the episode here. Too much tragedy, creepiness, and heartbreak for one video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what your theories and speculations are, and let me know how you played with this family. Follow me on Twitter for more lore. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!